Alright YouTube, welcome to the final video of this tutorial series. So far we've taken the ESP8266 Wi-Fi module, we've hooked it up with an Arduino, we've flashed it with firmware, and we've communicated serially with it via a computer and the serial monitor on the Arduino IDE. In this video what I want to do is create a ThingSpeak account and go through the Arduino code that's required to upload data to it. We're going to be taking our data from a little module called the BMP180, which is a temperature and pressure sensor. But this will also be applicable for any other kind of sensor anyway. So let's get into it. First thing we're going to do is go into your web browser, type in ThingSpeak. We're going to go into ThingSpeak then. Get started for free, and then create account. So then you're just going to enter in your details here. I'll enter in mine now, you don't need to see them, and then we'll come back to it then in a second. Once you have your details entered, ThingSpeak will ask you to verify your email address. Go to your inbox, you'll see a email from ThingSpeak, click on that, verify, come back in here again, and then we'll go to continue. Press OK, lovely, agree to terms. So in front of us here we have my channels, we have nothing yet, so let's just click on a new channel. New channel, so we're going to say, we're going to call it room temp. Description, room temperature. Field 1, we're just going to say temperature. We can make it public if you want, but if you just want to keep it private, that's fine too. Making it public will mean that you can share your web address and people other than yourself can see it. And then save channel. So this is our channel, and this is the field where we're going to be uploading data to. Let's have a look at the other options here in these tabs. Public view, it's public, so public can see it also. Channel settings, that's fine. Okay, so we're in API keys, and this is our API key right here. Take note of that. We're going to go then into data import and export, and we're going to go down to upload channel feed -get. This is the command that we're going to be using inside in the Arduino code to upload data to ThingSpeak. And from here we're going to go and have a look at the Arduino code. And here it is. I'm not going to run through the whole thing because I think I have it fairly well commented. There will be a link in the description down below. So let's just have a quick, very quick run through it. This is the BMP stuff here. That can be removed if you're not using a BMP180. The API key here, you get that from your ThingSpeak channel. That's your API key there under the right API key. We're going to be writing to it, so we're going to be using that one. Software serial, we'll get back to that. And we're communicating at 9600. I'm just going to show you how to set up your ESP8266 for communicating at that. So port, we're going on port 5, serial monitor. So to check what baud you have, AT plus CIO BAUD, question mark, enter, 9600, perfect. If you do want to change that, you go AT plus CIO BAUD equals, say 115200. You just press enter there, and then go down and change it to 115200 here, and that should be okay. I'm not going to do that because we are at 9600. Right, back to the code. Yeah, so this is actually really the most important bit. Everything else is a kind of a copy and paste. Whatever you want to upload, you put it equal to float temp. So if you were taking your values from your analog 3 pin, it would be float temp equals analog read pin 3, whatever you have it called. And then this converts it to a string which is required by ThingSpeak to upload. So that's kind of it really. The rest of it there is, you can just have a look through it yourself. What we're going to get on to now is the software serial. What this does is it allows you to communicate serially with the ESP over your digital input and output pins. So what I'm going to do now is we're going to cut back to the Arduino and we're going to have a look at how we do that. This is our setup here, and what serial software does is it communicates via code over pins 11 and 10. Up to now we've been communicating with the ESP8266 via the serial lines that are on the TX and RX and having it in a UART to serial communication configuration by having a jumper cable from reset to ground. So now we're going to be communicating via code, so we don't need that anymore. And what we're going to do is take the TX and RX and put them into pins 11 and 10, where the yellow is going to 11, and that was previously in TX, and 10 is going to the blue one, which was previously in RX. Now all we have to do from this point then is just power up our Arduino, and then power up our ESP8266, and this actually should be uploading data to the internet right now with temperature measurements from the BMP180. I'll have a circuit diagram here and all, so you can follow along that way. Let's go over to ThingSpeak. Okay, so here we are, and we're just after turning on the ESP8266. On the left hand side we have our ThingSpeak channel, and this is the field chart where we're going to be hopefully uploading data to. On the right hand side we have our serial monitor, and what we're using that for is troubleshooting. So here we can see 21.0. that means that the BMP has read 21 degrees, and the AT plus CIP close. This just happens on the first time round. It will just it won't actually send anything, but then after that it will upload data successfully the whole time. And yep, here we can see that. So 21 degrees here, it was registered twice, and we have 21 here and 21 there. So there we go. That's it really. Uploading data to the internet, it's not that hard. Alright, so that's the end of this tutorial series then. I really hope you liked them. I had a great time making them, and I hope they're of some use to you. And if you have any questions about anything that went on in any of the videos, just put them down in the comments down below. I'll definitely get back to them. If you'd like me to do any other kind of tutorial, put that down there as well, and I'll definitely have a think about it. Other than that, that's kind of it. Sound?